Most people over 40 are terrified they've run out of time to rebuild their wealth, especially with climate change destabilizing traditional real estate. But what if the very crisis threatening the market is your secret weapon? Today, I'm showing you how the Climate Adaptive REIT growth loop can fast-track your net worth recovery. If your retirement fund is looking empty at 45, you don't need a miracle. You need a mechanical advantage in the new green economy. Traditional 401k models are failing in the 2026 volatile climate economy. Passive index funds that worked for decades are now vulnerable to environmental shocks and supply chain disruptions. Starting over mid-career carries high psychological and financial stakes. With a shorter time horizon, you can't afford a 10-year market correction. Every investment decision now is a pivot point for your future. We must shift from passive index tracking to active climate-resilient asset allocation. This isn't just about going green, it's about protecting and growing what remains in an unpredictable world. Climate adaptive REITs are outperforming traditional real estate because they focus on assets designed for the future environment, not just the current one. These real estate investment trusts specialize in properties that are literally built to withstand the physical and economic pressures of a changing climate. These assets include critical features like advanced flood mitigation, total energy independence, and structural reinforcement, making them indispensable. By integrating resilience into the physical structure, these REITs reduce insurance premiums and maintenance costs, directly benefiting the bottom line. These trusts capture massive government subsidies and green tax credits, which directly boost the dividends paid out to investors like you. In 2026, the policy landscape has shifted. Assets that contribute to decarbonization and resilience receive preferential treatment, creating a massive tailwind. By leveraging environmental necessity, these REITs create a revenue stream that traditional property investments simply can't match. Higher occupancy rates and lower operational expenses translate into superior yield, providing the fuel you need for a rapid recovery. The growth loop starts by reinvesting those high-yield distributions into undervalued, green-certified units before the broader market catches on. This strategic reinvestment allows you to acquire more equity in high-performance assets, creating a compounding engine that moves faster than the S&P 500. This isn't just saving, it's a strategic cycle that compounds your equity in the most resilient assets on the planet. As the environment shifts, the value of these resilient assets rises disproportionately, creating a safety premium for your net worth. We also leverage current 2026 carbon credit incentives, adding an extra layer of growth to every dollar reinvested in the loop. Carbon credits are no longer just for big tech. Climate adaptive REITs generate these credits through efficiency, providing an additional alpha for investors. This creates a double compound effect where both the underlying property value and the rent premiums rise simultaneously. In a world of rising energy costs and insurance rates, the efficiency gap becomes your profit margin. This is how you outpace inflation. The math is simple but powerful. Higher efficiency leads to lower costs and higher rents, fueling your personal wealth engine faster. By targeting a 12 to 15% annual compounding rate through the growth loop, starting over at 45 doesn't mean retiring at 80. Selection is key. Institutional capital is already migrating to the top 3 inland climate havens to escape coastal volatility. These zones are chosen for their stable weather patterns, reliable water access, and forward-thinking local infrastructure projects. You must audit every REIT for physical climate risk and insurance stability. Resilience is the only metric that truly matters now. Look for trusts with low leverage and high internal capital for improvements. You want partners who are proactive, not just reactive. We use liquidity ladders to protect your principal during market corrections, ensuring you never have to sell at the wrong time. By laddering your reinvestments, you maintain a cash-out option for emergencies while keeping the majority of your capital working in the loop. Scaling from zero to a sustainable retirement income by age 55 is possible with this decade-long recovery map. It requires discipline and a commitment to the loop, but the alternative, relying on a broken traditional system, is far riskier. Projected 2030 returns for adaptive REITs significantly outperform standard S&P 500 projections in our current climate reality. While others are fighting for 7% gains, the climate adaptive sector is poised for exponential growth as the environment becomes the primary economic driver. Here's your checklist for immediate action. It's time to pivot your existing portfolio into the growth loop and secure your future. Don't get left behind by a market that's already moving. Take the first step today and audit your exposure to climate risk. Don't wait for the next crisis. Turn environmental necessity into your wealth engine today. Let's start rebuilding your net worth now. Your second chance starts here. Subscribe for more deep dives into the new green economy, and I'll see you in the next video.